The double E dash the ZON coming at you once again. I'm doing a video, something a little different than what I've done in a long time. I haven't done a video like this in going on over a year possibly. Y'all know video games is my #1 thing, but if you've been subscribed to my channel for over a year, then you will know that I also started this channel on wrestling. And I'm a big time TNA fan, somewhat of a WWE fan, but you know, before I continue, my voice is really hoarse, and the reason for that is the reason for this video. Now, as y'all know, if you follow wrestling at all, and if you know anything about TNA, you know that they just had their pay-per-view TNA Lockdown for 2014, and they had it here in Miami, Florida, at the Bank United Center. My wife surprised me with some tickets, and we went, and I must say, I had a blast. Okay, the last time I had been to a wrestling show was another TNA event, a house show, over 5 years ago, in the same building. It wasn't televised, so it was really, you know, they were able to curse more and get more into it and go over the top with stuff that they normally wouldn't be able to do for the cameras, and it was very fun. I've been to a lot of wrestling events in my life, and I mean, I'll just give you a quick history. I've been to 2 WWE pay-per-views. I've been to a Monday Night Raw. I've been to a WCW Monday Nitro, I think 2 of them, and I've been to 2 TNA events, one being a pay-per-view and one being a house show. And I must say, I went to WWE SummerSlam in 2010, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 2010. I don't remember what year. It was 2010 or 2009. Very good show. A lot of presentation. The American Airlines Arena was sold out to capacity. People to the rafters. A lot of pageantry. And, you know, decent pay-per-view. And I go to TNA Lockdown this past weekend. Maybe there's 3,000 to 4,000 people there max. Very small crowd. Building is small, United Center, and the building's not even sold out. And for the few 3,000 to 4,000 people that were there, those are the official numbers. I'm just guessing. Dude, we tore the house down. It was loud. It was live. It was hot. We were into it. We were behind our favorites. We were booing our heels. We were very into it. And at one point, somebody tried to start a CM Punk chant, and we overpowered them, chanting for some, I forgot for what, for something that was in-house product, something from TNA. I remember Ethan Carter III was out there giving a hell of a promo, and they started to try to chant CM Punk or something like that, or the Daniel Bryan chant. They tried to start that. He turned around in the middle of his promo and said, "You're not going to try to hijack this show, so don't even try." And everybody got a huge pop-off for that. It was awesome, man. But let me just say this. For all the record number crowds, excuse me, that WWE draws, and they do, because they are the premier company. There's no doubt about it. Even though they're not my preferred company, WWE is. It's the machine. It is the industry. It is wrestling as far as the mainstream public knows it. And it's got 30 plus years of legacy behind it, at least. And the WWE Network now. I love the WWE Network. I'm subscribed to it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they are it. They are the premier federation. No doubt, respect. But TNA, for only having 3,000 to 4,000 people in a building for a pay-per-view is horrible. That's pathetic as far as numbers go. But I was one of those 3,000 or 4,000 people in there live, and I can tell you that TNA show was epic from beginning to end. It was awesome. Okay, and it's not just a case of, oh, that's because you were there live, it was different. No, because I've been to wrestling events before, as I've told you. It was a very well done show, and only 3,000 to 4,000 people, whatever. We were the blessed ones, okay? Because we saw a hell of a show live that is a hell of a pay-per-view. If I had to give it a number rating, I would say it's easily a 7 to 8 out of 10. Somewhere between 7 and 8. It wasn't the best, but it was nowhere near bad. It was great. The matches were awesome. I mean, and you're talking about something that could have been so much better had Sting not left the company, and had he been there, which really pissed me off, man. That's my hero, man. I've always wanted to see him live. I mean, I saw him back in the day in WCW, but I've always wanted to see him live now in TNA and haven't had the chance to, and there went another chance. And also Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was supposed to be on the card, but is supposedly injured. I'm not saying this disrespectfully. I'm saying this because I really don't know if it's true or if it's just a work for him to get vacation time or whatnot. But so he wasn't there, which was like, damn, man, I'm not going to see Kurt Angle live. It was still awesome. Tigre Uno, that new Lucha Libre wrestler that they got, is a fucking monster. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to curse. But he's a freaking monster. What else did they have? They had Chris Sabin and Bad Influence together as a team against the Great Muta came out, man. When he came out, we went insane, and he could still go. You know what I'm saying? The knockouts, Gail Kim and Madison Rain tore the house down. And it's lockdown, so every match in a steel cage. The only thing the only thing we were kind of annoyed with as a crowd as a whole was that they didn't use the cage as much as they should have. So we started chanting, "Use the cage, use the cage," and they finally started slamming people's heads into the cage. What a Samoa Joe and Magnus, that was great. The ending, as soon as I saw that arm come out, no, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so, spoiler alert, stop the video right now. The minute I saw that arm come out from under the ring, through the canvas of the ring, I knew it was Abyss. I was like, oh, damn, here we go. And, Joe got screwed, but, it got the crowd hot, and the match was awesome all the way up until that point, and it was a good ending. You know what I'm saying? The lockdown match was very good. The Gunner and Storm match. Oh my God, the last man standing match. That was awesome. That was awesome. And we were so close. I was literally lower level, 20th row. We were right there in front of the cage. And when at the end of the Lethal Lockdown match, when Team MVP won, I ran to the rails to see Jeff Hardy walk right by me, and I was standing right in front of Bully Ray. Bully Ray was literally standing right over me, doing his bully, trying to start a bully chant because he had turned face that night, which was also a great twist. The show was really good, man. It got me motivated about wrestling again. It got me watching again. I got the WWE Network, and I've been trying to get into Raw and SmackDown, and I can. They got some good stuff because, it's the road to WrestleMania, so now they get their stuff going really good. But, man, until Sting signs on that dotted line with WWE, I'm not really going to be a full-fledged a fan. I can't. They just don't appeal to me. I force myself to watch WWE because I love wrestling, and I want to see, the up-and-comers, and WWE has some of them. But, the way they use them is questionable sometimes. But, if Sting does sign with WWE, which I'm praying he does because I want to see Sting and Taker. Every wrestling fan in the world wants to see that. So when he does that, I will watch every minute of Raw and SmackDown and Main Event and everything else. But I'm loving the WWE Network because it gives me access to my WCW old school stuff, which is awesome. Awesome. Vince, that is the first thing that I think you have ever really done for the fans. I know you did it because you need money. But that is the first time I could say this was a great idea for the fans. Thank you, McMahon, because that was awesome. Anyways, but yeah, man, I gotta give TNA their props, man. It's not as good as it was, 4 or 5 years ago. It's not. But they're doing something very smart. They're putting a lot more faith in their young up and coming talent. Bobby Roode was awesome in that show. Austin Aries. Ethan Carter III is coming up nice. Sabin is featured. The Bad Influence. All these guys are still young and up-and-comers and can go. And they're moving the company along nicely. What they need to do is get that knockout division back to where it used to be because it's pathetic now. But you know what I'm saying? The show was great. I had a blast. And you know what I love about TNA? Since they are a smaller promotion, since they don't have all the glitz and glamour of the WWE, they can focus more on the fans. And they do. Both events that I've been to, the house show and now this pay-per-view. There's massive interaction with the wrestlers. There's massive interaction with the staff. There are crazy deals. I spent $130 and I came away with a ton of crap. First of all, I got $120 worth of stuff for about $30, right? They gave me a TNA tote bag. This is for $30. In that bag, 4 $20 DVDs, an action figure, a $25 shirt, a program that costs about $15 with all the information of all the wrestlers and everything on there. All that for $30. I got myself some phenomenal AJ Styles gloves, which I'll show all this stuff off in the next video I do. I got a Sting shirt. I got the Fortune shirt, which is what came extra with the bag. What else did I get, man? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I don't remember, but I got a ton of stuff, man. I got the action figure that came with the bag was a Shark Boy action figure, so I'm not even opening that. It's staying in the package. You never know what that's worth later on. I got Slammiversary 2007 DVD, Slammiversary 2008 DVD, Destination X 2008 DVD, and the Knockouts DVD Volume 1. All that in the bag. I got the newest Sting shirt with the Scorpion and the white and blue lightning, which is awesome. You know what I'm saying? They care about the fans. They give you deals. There was a lot of merchandise there. There was a lot of love for the fans, a lot of interaction. And it was refreshing to see, man. They loved their wrestling. And when I got there was kids, old people, in between, adults, everybody, men, women, everybody was there. TNA, 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 before the doors would open. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. I really can't complain, man. So for those people out there that like to look at a pay-per-view and see how small the crowd was and how some things weren't written to their liking as far as creative goes and want to bash the entire pay-per-view and company for that, have fun being negative, man. I'm going to be positive. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It got me enthusiastic again. I will not lie to you. I have been very pessimistic towards TNA in specific and wrestling in general over the last year, and especially over the last couple of weeks. I have watched every Impact because I'm a fan, but I have not been interested for God knows how long, and I've been very pessimistic and very critical of TNA Impact for the last couple months. I am super excited. The last one was great. The one right before the show was awesome. Me and my wife were blown away. We were like, wow, they really came with it. Now I'm super excited to see what's going to happen this Thursday. Dixie Carter no longer has control of the company. Now MVP has total control of the wrestling operations. Bobby Roode, what happens with him? What happens with Austin Aries, who apparently became a heel? You got Bully Ray, who's now a face. I mean, this new stuff going on, man. Kurt Angle, what happens to him? When does he come back? I mean, there's so much going on, man, and I'm loving what's going on with the X Division and the younger guys. It's just awesome, man. So I figured I'd do this video, give some positive news to TNA and to wrestling fans, just in general, man. TNA is definitely worth checking out. If you guys haven't checked it out, some people out there see this video and haven't checked out TNA and are like, heard about it, seen some stuff, saw 1 or 2 episodes, didn't really like it. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The difference between the two companies, here's what it is: WWE and TNA. WWE is World Wrestling Entertainment, and it is. It's entertaining. It's a spectacle. It's a show. It's pageantry. There is wrestling in there, but it's that entire package, which is awesome. I'm not knocking it. But TNA is for the hardcore wrestling fan, for the most part. Sometimes they do stupid stuff, but sometimes you see them trying to copy WWE and go the entertainment route. But for the most part, the in-ring products, what you see going on in the ring, there's a bigger, heavier emphasis in wrestling. Hardcore, just straight up wrestling in TNA. Whereas WWE is more entertainment. There's still some great wrestlers in WWE. They can really throw down. But TNA is where you have your, up until he left, you had your AJ Styles and your Stings. You have your Kurt Angle. You have your Austin Aries, your Bobby Roode, your James Storm, your Gunner. Guys like that who can really get down and go. You know what I'm saying? WWE is more pageantry, more show, more spectacle for the mass market, for the world, for entertainment purposes. TNA is more for the wrestling fan, and that's the way they came in the business. They've dropped off a little bit from that, but it's still there compared to WWE. So yeah, man, that's my video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, man. Like I said, I might make another video showing off all the merchandise that I got, man. Man, I'm loving it, man. I'm hyped up about TNA again, man. So this is a good thing. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. Watch some wrestling. Keep it alive. Peace.